Hi, it's Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm in Birmingham, Alabama. And one question that we frequently deal with is those situations where the employer is discovered or determined to not have workers' compensation coverage and our client has been injured on the job. What are the options and how do you handle it? Well, depending on the size of the company and whether they meet the criteria that's required by the Alabama Workers' Comp Act for companies that are governed under the Act, those companies should have workers' compensation coverage. But sometimes those companies allow for the premiums to lapse or the policy to lapse by not paying their premiums. Either they don't want to cover their employees anymore, or there's a money issue at the employment, or they just drop it and don't realize that they've dropped it. Well, there are penalty provisions under the Work Comp Act that can be pursued. The reality, though, is how are you going to recover? How are you going to have your medical bills paid? How are other benefits and rights that you have under the Alabama work comp laws going to be paid for and taken care of in that situation? Sometimes they're not. Sometimes there is no good answer. Hopefully, though, the injured worker has health insurance of some sort, maybe a short or long-term disability policy. Maybe they are forced to file for Social Security disability. There's also other laws that could apply. One is called the Employers Liability Act, which we can talk about in a different type of video. There's many options, there's many things to explore, but a thorough investigation is needed to determine if, in fact, the Alabama work comp laws, whether they apply and whether or not there's coverage. The State Department of Labor, which oversees the work comp laws for Alabama, is one such place where we go to do an investigation because they have a department and personnel who can investigate and help us look into those things. If that's your situation, if that's your case, please give us a call. 205-930-6900 is our office number. nomberglaw.com on the web. We also can be found on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.